Tonight, I want to talk about the three Necronomicon triplets. Um, I did have another video that I wanted to post tonight about the cabin in the woods, but TikTok is not allowing me to post this video. I believe that I'm highly censored and possibly watched, and I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm using my gifts for greatness and the greater good of the world, and nothing's going to stop me from spreading truth. So even if I got to go to another platform to go do that, I will. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to post my other videos that are a little bit more graphic, a little bit more vulgar. I do my best to talk in code in these apps, so the AI is not able to necessarily pick up what I'm talking about. But there's some videos that they're not allowing me to post, so I'm getting honestly really annoyed. Sometimes I'll probably have to post like pictures and leave it just as that and let you figure it out in your brain, or post a series of like numbers or codes in order for people to get it. But understand, I try to post daily, but sometimes TikTok will hinder me from doing that. And that's when I tell you guys last month when I had visions about these platforms and these platforms are going to go to shit basically. Understand it's because they don't want truth to get out. The people that they still have asleep, they don't want them to wake. But it's okay. Time is coming for all of them. So I'm gonna post a different type of video that I know will possibly go through. If it doesn't, it'll be on my YouTube page. I'll post my YouTube here and you guys can follow me on there. But last year I had a dream about the the three Necronomicon triplets. I believe they were Chinese. I don't know, either Chinese, Vietnamese, Asian. They kind of look Chinese to me. So last year, like I said, my gifts has heightened. It's heightened more since I've recently just turned 30 as well. Yes, happy birthday to me. But all I ask for is for my gifts to be heightened. That's what I ask for as far as like my wishes when I turned my Trinity year. So last year when I was 29, I went through a series of trials and tribulations. 2 plus 9 is 11. Okay, that's a master number. I'm actually in a master 11 home right now as well. I'll talk about these doors and the numbers of your home so you can have a better understanding in the future. I just want to get the videos right and correct, but understand turning a different age or being in a certain home number is significant to your enlightenment. So right now I'm in my Trinity year, but last year I was in my Master 11 year. Okay. So in order for you to be in your master year, you have to go through a series of trials and tribulations. So I believe with this triplet story that I've been through in my dream, I walked into an actual door and it was in a like a massage parlor, like a spa. It was like a little small 4x4 room. I remember that these triplets were massaging three people on a table. And they told me to sit down in a little table, like not a table, to sit down in like a chair, the little swirling chairs you can move around. And I seen like where they check people in and out, a little small little desk area. But these triplets were massaging three Caucasians. I know for a fact that two of them were male and one of them was a female. And while they were massaging them, they were massaging them too much love me long time, okay? And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm watching the whole thing. Spirit's telling me to watch how they're caressing these people's bodies. So I'm watching it, and the one on the far right of this picture, she's bending this man's arm backwards in the form of like of a V, just putting the hand on the hip and then stretching it back in a V, and then massaging everything else slowly, okay, getting the body to be um like homeostasis, a calm equilibrium with the body. And when I looked at my right hand and my right forearm, my skin formed into a plug outlet. It was very disgusting looking. But I was like, what the F is going on? I'm freaking out. And spirit is telling me to calm down. And so literally I see the meat in my skin form into an actual plug outlet where something needs to connect into my right forearm. And while I'm seeing them finessing these human bodies, these etheric bodies, spirit, it says, watch them. And I literally see um, a gray cord, a silver cord. Let me be precise. A silver cord form out the back of these Chinese women's tailbone and connect to that right forearm. And I'm kind of scared. I can't even lie to you because I ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no movie showed me nothing like this. Okay. And these women deal with the underworld. Now, understand, in order for you to get to the light, you got to go through the darkness. So I deal with all things dark and light. There's some things that you have to see in the darkness in order for you to get the light. These women deal with all things dark. That's how they get their work done. They don't necessarily need to take on human bodies to get their work done. They want to use other people and use their energy to get their work done. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, in order for them to carry out what they need to do in their realm, they will use human beings and their energy source from them. And they will guarantee them money, riches, fame, whatever that you like, or your vices. These three triplets can get it for you. Okay. You can ask any deity, even me, if I want to pass on and you wanted to conjure me, I can leave a way for you to conjure me up. And whatever that I'm good at, you can call upon me and I can give it to you, but you have to give me something in order for that to happen. Anybody can do it, okay? It's nothing to be necessarily scared about. But for them, you could get money, fame, riches. Now they know that my program was money used to be my God. I told you guys this. I have written about this in my book. You can get my book. Money, I felt like, was the only thing that could fix what I was feeling. Okay. So understand, if you're dealing with things comes to like smacks or alcohol, um, smoking, or love, you know what I'm saying? These women can play on that and use that against you. So while I'm sitting down watching them caress these bodies and hook into these bodies, spirit is telling me that there's beings that are in the underworld that can guarantee you what you want, but they have to hook up into your body and use you when the time is right. And I'm like, wow. So this Chinese woman, the one on the far right, while she's hooked into the body, I see her like, I see her like, get power from this white male's body. You know what I'm saying? I see all of them as just like a food source to them. And while this plug outlet is created in my right forearm, she was like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Ready for what? What are you talking about?" She was like, "Ready to get on the table. It's time for you to hook back into the matrix." And I said, "Man, after what I'm seeing, I'm glad y'all let me see this, but I'm not interested in being plugged back into the matrix. Like, I'm good on all of that. I mean, if I go broke, you know what I'm saying? If I don't have the nice house, the nice car and stuff like that, even if I got a downsizing, which I did, I had to downsize. I said I'm good on all of this. And she said, "Are you sure? Because I that was what you liked. You liked the money. You liked having the flights and the cars and being in nice large hotels and resorts. I mean, y'all, back in the day, like I had my pick of the litter, you know what I'm saying? I traveled a lot. I dated a lot. Like I could do whatever that I wanted and as I pleased because I had the money." And she says, like, "I know your money's running out. I can get that for you." And I'm like, "Girl, you almost had me. You really did. You almost had me." So understand when I tell y'all that I have taken a righteous path and I've been tried and tried and tried again from the spiritual realm. Understand it took me through a lot of crying a lot of pain and agony to get where I am. And that involved me from giving up my life to get where I am today. And I do believe this dream was testing me to see if I was going to tap back into the matrix. And these women were playing on me on that. Now, when I told them, I said, "No, y'all, I'm good. I don't want to be connected to you guys in order for me to get these riches. I'm good on all of this." And she didn't attack me. She didn't come after me. She didn't force me. This is how I knew that this life, what we do, is actually a choice. They can play on you, they can stalk you, they can try to harm you. But then again, just like remember on Sinners, remember when them vampire looking people, they couldn't get into the basically the house, the little party that was going on without them giving consent. Remember when he had that his hand out, like, "You gonna give me my money? You gonna give me my money?" And it was like, "No, be careful. Don't put your hand out. Don't tell them to come in because they you have to give them consent in order for them to take your body." And so I was like, that gave me a different perspective on this life that we live in and our choices in the world. And these three Chinese triplet ladies told me, you have a choice. Your choice was made. You told me no. And the last one told me, "I have no use for you." And I'm like, "Cool." So I literally hop up and I walk out the door and I get back in my body. And I was a little shaken up about it that there's a lot of people in the world who are willing to let these entities attach to them for, whatever that they're asking for as far as like money, riches, power, fame. And I'm not interested in nobody digging in my ass and doing all that stuff. I'm just not. I can't do it. I can't do it whatsoever. But when spirit showed me that it's an actual silver cord that these entities have to attach to your body in order for this to happen, I just realized that it's not worth it. So spirit is telling me that a lot of you who are seeking enlightenment and want to do better in your lives and you want to reach your gifts, you will be tested, and you will be tested a lot. So if you feel like your dreams are getting intense, you getting beat up, you getting abused in different ways, you're having choices is being made, you're running in different places. Sometimes you're being simulated somewhere to see if you will basically, bite the apple. Will you take the juice? You know what I'm saying? Will you go to the other side? Will you go back to what you used to like before, the things that hindered you? Will you do it? And so that I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know this is pretty long and lengthy, but um there are entities who are just waiting for you to give up. You know what I'm saying? Give in to the matrix basically. And I'm asking you, if you want to seek enlightenment, say no. The choice has always been yours.